01, 02, 03, 04. Thank you. Really? If I had assault marines, I could just jump him ahead to grab points or whatever. But yeah, Tarkus is leaving the helmet off. It's like, fuck my vow. I broke it. I'm not gonna go back to it. Ooh, the studs in the head look uncomfortable. Giant ticks on their forehead. Or, you know, those trap-ass spiders. You know, spiders that their ass is, like they crawl into holes and their ass covers them, then they can pounce out, ambush. Yeah. Do it. Chaos Skull Tower. Oh, it's convenient that he tossed them up on the outer ring where I could access rather than, say, over here where no one can. Please don't stand inside this skull tower. Totally righteous, brah.
All the blood ravens!
Underneath he slipped and hit the wrong battle cry.
Captain Angelos! They need more than our prayers. They need vengeance.
Jonah just kind of disappeared. I did not see him in that fight at all. Okay, can I summon this in now? Yes. And still got enough room for you. Oh, no.
Are you departing now? Command, I am on them.
Oh, if these aren't all dead, then it's all... Like, he's plenty of chance here to finish him off. It's odd that he doesn't. Also, must be sucked to now just suddenly not be able to move anywhere.
It shall be enemy assault forces spotted.
Thank you for ignoring him. Come on. Jeez, dude. Oh. Spear of Fire acquired. Okay.
I am on the way. Command, I am on them. You wish it destroyed.
I guess that's for New Game Plus or something. The beakies over here. It must be that guy. Well, just lets you summon them in. It's beautiful. Thought it would only be the transport one that allowed that, but Maybe it's just because this is so tricked out. Do that. Then return this. Well, claim that, claim that, claim this. I wish you could speed things up. Okay. You here. You here. You here. Oh, we can hold? What? Are you on a phone? Did not mean to stick them in there, but whatever. Ooh, 110? Christ. This is the final mission. Kind of going in waves now, but that's fine. Let's get some reinforcements in. You know what, fuck it. Balls deep, baby! Clicking. Parrot. Parrot harder. Are you hitting his rear armor? Wish you could click on the symbol above their heads, but it does not work like that. Beaky. Over here. Come, Pup, come on. Focus fire. Focus fire. Bring it down. Do it.
You were always the best of us. I will see you avenged. Kyras. Now the man truly reflects the monster.
Why couldn't you have done that before? No, rather than just sitting there actually aiding. Like, okay, he threw out a few of those rocks previously, but only when we took down a tower. He's never really aiding his own defense beyond that.
No more talk, Kyras. You have much to answer for. For what you have done to the Blood Ravens, much shall be avenged this day. For Gabriel! For the Emperor! For the chapter!
For those who have fallen, for those who cannot be redeemed.
Have this. Oh, there's Jonah. I swear someone was saying that in. Oh, this played out slightly differently. Okay, let's go take this down. And I thought this was the one. So many. Happens when you disobey my orders. Take this down. Seriously, that's nice. For a moment, I saw this symbol over there, so I was puzzled. Why would you summon them here? Force me to run around the level. What? I can't destroy it? Alright. Oh. He just takes him down of his own accord? Okay. Oh, should have pushed it back a little. Don't. Knowing that the other thing didn't work out, but whatever. Given that he was meant to be Master Librarian, it's kind of forsaking any psychic abilities he once had. Don't mind bullets. What? Existential what? Okay, I shouldn't have gone for so many melee units. They can't all clump around them. I kind of just went for them because I could gang up more dudes. Do it. Do it. Kill. Kill. Do it. Damn it, I killed him too hard. Oh. Thank you for the free one. Aren't you gonna pull his body away? Right, you got chaos gunk all over it. Released from the chapter's armory on very rare occasions, this coveted weapon was last seen tearing through the armor of a monstrous Chaos Soul Grinder during assault on planet Jordia, a world perverted by demonic forces and overrun with traitor space marines of the Thousand Suns.
Adrastia, this is Diomedes. I am on Cyrene.
Fucking angry marine.
You must halt the exterminatus.
And what of Angelos?
We have rebuilt, and once more are great. We have forged a chapter not warped in enigma, but one the Emperor can look upon with pride.
This has been dark work, Diomedes. Kyras left much corrupted, and cleansing had to be both thorough and merciless. Yet now, we are pure and noble.
It has been a necessary act, though. Our chapter lives, free of darkness and corruption at long last. I know I cannot serve the chapter in the same manner as before. But you, Gabriel, chapter master is fitting. None shall find you wanting.
Yeah, in this one he survives, in the rest he just gets murked and that's it. Or at least that's the only one where he's stated to survive, apparently. So, that has been the Space Marine campaign of Dawn of War 2 Retribution. There is, what, 5 other campaigns? Tyranid, Orc, Eldar, and Imperial Guard. Oh, and Chaos itself. Tyranid, Orc, Chaos, Imperial Guard, Eldar. Yeah, 5 others. Unless I forgot to move a finger when I said one. But yeah, yeah, that's been the Space Marine one. I do want to have a look at the rest, but they do follow. It's not like different campaigns. Remember Winter Assault? Though probably with a bit more deviance. From what I was hearing and what I'm understanding of it, well, seeing it, I can just guess that it's got a thicker coat of paint of differenceness than like Winter Assault did, but actually, no, no. Sorry, I was just thinking of the Imperial Eldar camp missions. Of course, they're the same. They're like going through the same things, but Imperial and Chaos ones were, well, sorry, not Imperial and Chaos. Order and Disorder were markedly different. Fuck, whatever. I know the Imperial Guard also end up on the same Space Hulk, and the Orc also ends up there to fight Kyras. So it's ends up hitting the same notes there. So I'm not sure how interested I'll be in playing through all this campaign if it's hitting the fuck. If it's in the same thing, you know? The different gameplay just mightn't be enough. You know? Like different units, different whatnot. Just mightn't be enough. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, at the very least, I'm thinking Imperial Guard next. We get to see a return of a guy from Chaos Rising. Remember the Imperial Guard sergeant that helped us defend the Angel Forge? He turns up. He's named now. And outright threatens to shoot the officer over him. And isn't killed for it. So, yeah. Space Marine Voice of God. What? Graham McTavish. What is it? I've seen that name floating around, but I thought that was a writer. Oh yeah, we see oh poor Avatar. Good Avatar. We get to see Care again. He turns up in the when they say Voice of God, they mean like an announcer, I guess. Is there one? I haven't noticed. No, Graham McTavish, he was Dwalin in the Hobbit film, Dracula in the Netflix Castlevania, The Saint of Killers in Preacher, and Duggar Mackenzie in Stars Outlander. Huh. And then who is the Games Workshop one? If there is one. Or what am I just vaguely remembering this guy? No, fuck if I know. I was probably just this guy. I just, for whatever reason, thought it was someone else. I think I'm just vaguely remembered the name and it kind of just blurred into something else. I remembered McTavish, but I ended up transposing it on to like, oh, he was a writer or whatever. The face looks weird there. Oh, you poor son of a bitch. Charles Barras! You poor son of a bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just... Oh, oh god. Then again, I can't be laughing. My surname sounds like someone sells their family and is trying to be all hip and cool about it. So, I think I've said my surname here before. Fuck it, I'll say it again. I'm Kinsella, yo! Alright, I'm not sure how I was phrasing initially in my head. It's phrasing that matters, but yeah. Sounds like someone's trying to be hip about, you know, selling kin. It's an Irish surname. For whatever reason, my nan always asserted it was French. Even though she seemingly disliked foreigners. I think it was just foreigners that weren't white. Though it's still, it's odd that she transposed her surname to France. A guy, what's he called? Deputy Rusty. He was taking the piss out of some Anita Sarkeesian thing, and so he drew a really well-endowed, really tall and white-hipped Mandalorian called Tomboy Mandalorian, who, like, she's told to take off her plate because it was sexist, and fodunk. Apparently 3 people it's only been out drawn a day, but 3 people are just going to cosplay as her. Apparently, according to him there. Tons were doing fan art. Some... I think it was Shad University, the weapons guy, is after acknowledging Tomboy Mandalorian. Where's my Tomboy Mandalorian? But I also accept being the Tomboy Mandalorian. That's what I do. But yeah, it's insane. It's just like, poof. Like it's only out a day and people are just going to do cosplays apparently. It's like Jesus. I was bitching about a terrible, like, advice thread here on Twitter. I made some posts, but I'm not happy with them. I took them down, but I made comments in my WoW video earlier. And, because some advice was fine, but others were fucking weird. And dodgy, like, my read of them, well, basically, they were defining people out of various being victims of crimes. You know, their head was so far up their ass. But Yeah, apparently just nuked the stuff. No, like they just deleted the whole 100 tweet Twitter thread. It's just like, Jesus, they had so much time on their hands, and it's coming from me. At least I'm just pissing about in these videos. They're here proclaiming to the world how you should write your stuff. At the end, they're like, it's only a, it's not a, you don't have to follow it, but given that they're saying if you don't follow these bits, you're evil, They're also writing rules that they themselves broke, apparently. They, don't sexualize teenagers in your any material. And then proceeded to write a My Little Pony fanfic involving the underage characters, one of them getting raped. Like, for me, as far as I can care, at least it's fictional, I don't care. It's the hypocrisy I dislike. Apparently, they wrote the other thing. Anyway, I haven't bought CD Projekt. Cool. Small world. I haven't looked into it. I don't honestly care that much, but it's the hypocrisy that I dislike. I just can't bring a fuck to give about the rest of the stuff, It's drawn, and as long as they didn't, enslave two children to act as models for it, I can't give it down. Though this was written rather than drawn, so no need for models, but you get my point. Oh, apparently someone else here is saying, she also has a heavily moderated YouTube comment section. Huh. I don't moderate mine at all. Sometimes posts get hidden, but that's the automated system. If your post ever doesn't appear, let me know. Okay? Just like, I made a huge one, it's not here. Oh, you poor bastard. Just, let me know. I'll go check. I'm also terrible at responding to comments. I read them all, but it takes me a while to respond, because I'm just like, no, I must be in the right headspace, and it's just like, I must achieve nirvana. And nirvana is a hard point to reach, so it takes me a while to respond. So, yeah, I'll probably poke at the other campaigns. I at least want to see the Imperial Guard one and the Orc one, because he's an Orc pirate. Arr! And that'll be funny. But yeah, like the advice thing, most were insane or rubbish or whatever. It was varying degrees and shades of shite. There was a few useful ones, or a few okay ones. Might have a point, but it was like you're really digging through piles of shite for a nugget or two, of plasticine, not even gold. I'm just letting this play out. I've talked over it more than I'd like to. I like to give everyone a bit of time in the sun and just let things play out without me ranting and raving over it. Plus, I'm just bitching about other things now. And that has been the Bloody Magpies. So, like I said, no. There is the Imperial Guard, the Orcs, the Tyranids, Chaos, and the Eldar.
Live or die today!
The Imperial Guard Acadia are Welsh human defenders of the Imperium, conscripted in large numbers, they're on numbers and heavy vehicles. Acadians are also pretty good. The Acadians have recently entered Subsector Aurelia in mass to combat the constant Xeno and demonic threats to plague it. Imperial Guard are commanded by Lord General Castor. Love it. Orc freebooters are a band of pirates and mercenaries, interested in looting and poaching riches from anyone who crosses their path. Like all orcs, freebooters see combat for the sheer enjoyment of battle, as well as material gain. They're led by Captain Bloodflag. Tyranids are a devastating species of alien who strip entire worlds of all biological matter in massive invasions. Good, I'm not muted. I was worried that I was. The splinter of Hive Fleet Ovaden was cut off during the Tyranid invasion of. The splinter of Hive Fleet Ovaden was cut off during the Tyranid invasion of Subsector Aurelia. The monstrous Hive Lord seeks to rebuild the second link with the main Tyranid Hive Fleet and finally consume the entire subsector.
Take me to them, that I may render judgment.
Oh, the face above him. Ugh. Chaos Space Marines are twisted, fallen Space Marines who have succumbed to temptations of foul energies of warp and dedicated themselves to the service of Chaos Gods. Mixing strong infantry with demonic forces, the Black Legion forces are led by Chaos Lord Alphys, the Inheritor, mortal enemy of the Blood Ravens. Given that there's there's mortal enemies, and as in they're mortals, then there's mortal enemy as in tremendous enemy. It gets messy.
None shall escape me.
Eldar are an... That voice sounds familiar. Maybe it's just because I kept hearing her shout it every once in a while. I just thought I heard her outside of this. Eldar are an ancient race of aliens whose warriors spend lifetimes mastering their path in warfare. I remember reading that they have to keep switching around or otherwise they become fixated. That's hazy. Many Eldar possess strong psychic abilities, including ability to see the future. The Eldar of Craftworld Aotic are led by Orok Kalet. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this. I'll be coming back and playing with the Imperial Guard next. So, till then, and hey there.